Hello everyone! So today, I have decided to play another game in Historic with a deck that I came up with kind of on a whim. So I've recently been spending a lot of time messing with like Izzet stuff because of this card. I ended up pulling 3 of them and I just kind of wasted a rare on the 4th. And I really wanted to work with that. So I tried a couple decks in Standard, tried a couple decks in Historic, and this is what I came up with, which is a pretty hilarious, if not downright evil design. This is a anti-ramp deck. It's actually more of an anti-land deck. Basically, when it comes right down to it, you use the cards Demolish, Rubblebout Reading, and Tectonic Rift to destroy your opponent's lands and deny them the resources, effectively locking them out of the game. Now, you might notice that all of these cost 4 mana, which is an awful lot, but that's why we're playing Izzet. So basically, Goblin Electromancer, my bad, allows you to discount stuff by 1 point. Why 1 mana all the time, and Kaza Royal Chaser allows you to reduce the cost of the next instant or sorcery spell you cast by X, where X is the number of wizards you control by the time this resolves. So ultimately, we end up having 14 wizards. We have Electromancer, which is a wizard, thankfully. Kaza, which is also a wizard, and he counts himself. Siren Storm Tamer. This is actually more to protect our other wizards, but I mean, it is a wizard itself, so that really helps. And then, of course, I have put in 1 copy of League Gilded Mage, and we'll discuss why here in a second, outside of the fact that, yeah, she's also a wizard. So going from there, we have a couple of basic spells, which is Chart a Course to draw 2 cards. Fire Prophecy, it destroys stuff and allows you to draw cards. I really love this card. I've been using it a lot lately. We got a couple of the new cards from Zendikar Raising. We have 3 copies of Selendi Vision. It either enters the battlefield as an island, or you can look at the top 6 of your library and reveal an instant or sorcery from amongst them and put them into your hand, put the rest at the bottom in a random order. Normally 3 mana wouldn't be good for that, but given the fact that we can get it down to 2 and 1 pretty easily, it's really awesome. Valakut Awakening is another card I've been absolutely in love with lately, because, yeah, this is probably one of the most insane red draw spells out there. It's got a bit of a high converted mana cost, but it can be played as an instant. If you don't need it or if you need a land, it can be played as a land, and a lot of the times it's just really good for resetting the hand. I have another draw deck that I'm planning to show off here in a little while, but that's using this card, and it's just an absolute all-star in there. One of the wizards, or the one wizard I forgot to mention, was Naru Meha, Master Wizard. So, basically, this card gets an Anthem effect on the other wizards, which is really good for closing the game. But most importantly, you can flash it in when something else has been cast, and it repeats the spell. So the best play that I've had so far, or one of the best plays, is I use Kaza to get Demolish, Rubblebout Reading, or Tectonic Rift down to 1 mana, and then copy it with Naru Meha. Additionally, you could also copy it with Expansion Explosion. Explosion is just kind of a good finisher, but Expansion is the one we really want for destroying more lands. So, I mean, think about it. You get the discount on it. For a total of 3 mana, you destroy 2 lands. It's just freaking ridiculous. Outside of that, I have a copy of River's Rebuke and a copy of Seagate Restoration. I plan to remove Seagate's Restoration and put in a second River Rebuke as soon as I have another rare slot available. Outside of that, we actually have a fairly low number of lands. We have 4 islands, 4 mountains, 4 steam vents, 4 fabled passage, and a field of ruin. And the reason for that is because 1, we don't need a lot of mana, and 2, if we're desperate, we can use these 2. So, that's pretty much the whole explanation. It's a truly evil deck. I found that my win con typically is my opponent's quitting out of frustration, and it's absolutely hilarious. So we are going to go mess around with that a little bit in Historic and see how it goes. Additionally, I just want to let you know that my toddler is sitting in for this one, and he may or may not make some random noises, but at the moment, he seems to be perfectly content stealing Daddy's Gatorade. Okay, so let's check this out. We don't have any land destruction, so even though it's a very reliable hand for land, this is not going to work out. Okay, so we have a land destruction card. We have some lands here. We got Kaza, Narumeha. This is keepable. I think I'm going to have to put Selendi Vision back. So yeah, we'll do that. We don't have a turn 1 play, so we'll just go ahead and put the Steam Vents in. And I'm looking at possibly our first land wreck is going to be next turn, because... well, actually no, probably not. Most likely what's going to happen is next turn I will use Kaza to play Valakut Awakening. Ooh, okay, hold up. Ooh, okay, so we're going to put 1 down as a land. And then I'm thinking cast Goblin Electromancer, and we can do Demolish next turn. For now, we'll just attack. Alright. Swamp, or Zev Guild Gates. Ooh, Veto, okay. That's terrifying in its own right. So yeah, we will use Kaza. And then we will play Demolish and destroy the Orzhov Guildgate, and then we'll go ahead and play Expansion, copy the Demolish, and hit one of his swamps. That's going to put him really far behind, and hopefully give us an opportunity to catch up. I'm not going to play that Valakut, but because we might be able to make use of it later. I could totally see myself putting Narumea back. Alright, yeah, he's kind of SOL right now, so we can either do Selendi and select a 1, or we can do Valakut and draw 3, and I think we're going to do Valakut and draw 3. Yeah, so we'll cast Valakut and put these 2 back real quick. And cool, we got land, that's helpful. We'll put an island down, activate Kaza 1 more time, play Robot Reading, destroy that last swamp, and okay, this is usually when they quit. Let's see if that happens. That is not what happens. Okay. I don't really care about League Guild Mage right now. Chart of Course is going to be really helpful next turn. So, yeah, that's what we'll do. Let's see. He doesn't have lifelink, he doesn't have the ability to gain lifelink, so it's not really anything to gain from attacking, so we're just not going to do that. Okay, yep, our opponent still doesn't have lands, so that kind of sucks for him. Not so much for us. Play Fabled Passage, get an island. I just remember to sub tips up the islands for this. I think we're going to go ahead and attack with Kaza, since she's got flying, and then I can just use the discount and Chart of Course to draw 2 cards. Boom. Okay, there's nothing really worth doing right now, so we're just going to end the turn. He doesn't have any lands to demolish, and I like casting Narumeha to get the trigger off, but we may just hard cast her for, you know, the finishing move. Yep, still no lands. Really sucks for you, dude. Okay, Fabled Passage, we're gonna cast Narumeha and just lose the value. And then, yeah, we will go ahead and attack. So I think we've effectively locked him out of the game. Even if they play 1 more land card, we have the ability. Yep, he quit. Yeah, he's done for. So yeah, that is the absolute rudeness of this deck. It's pretty hilarious. Destroying 2 of your opponent's lands for 3 mana is, I'm pretty sure there's a special... Oh cool, Anissa. All that glitters. Got another draft token, which is good because I want to do some draft videos. Let's track this pack real quick. When you cast a kick spell, draw a card and then pitch one. EBF, look at the top of your library, reveal with a kicker. So that's for like kicker focused decks or decks that have a lot of kicker spells. Alright, so let's go ahead and play another round. I gotta warn you, these decks either are really decks. These games are either really short or you win like practically right off the bat. But it all really depends on what your opening hand is. If your opening hand doesn't allow resource denial, this deck just doesn't work. Alright, what do we got? We do technically have 2 lands. Siren Storm Tamer and Kaza together would allow us to play a Rebel Belt reading. So I guess let's keep it. I'm not super happy with it, but it'll work. So, Siren Storm. Oh, I just realized because Valakut Awakening comes in as a mandatory tapped. It's gonna set us behind a little bit. But we might be able to work with it. For now, let's just focus on doing something. Oh, look at this. Now this is an oldie. Oldie but a goodie, as they say. Alright, let's go ahead and put Kaz down. We'll go in for a little more damage. And the next turn, we'll go ahead and start destroying land. Especially since it looks like they haven't actually hit anything yet. So we'll destroy the Woodland Cemetery first. Yeah. So unfortunately, they have buff stuff, and that's going to be a serious problem. So this may end up being a bit of a race. So Rebel Belt reading, destroy the Woodland Cemetery. We're doing this so we can scribe for land, which we found, so sweet. I probably should have put Narumeha at the bottom. Unfortunately, the resource denial came in just a tad bit late. They already have quite a bit of power on the board, and at this point, I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to be capable of beating them. But I guess we'll see, won't we? Yeah, I mean, all I can really think to do at this point is just continue destroying stuff. So we'll use Tectonic Drift, destroy another swamp. And we're gonna have to use Siren Storm Tamer to block. So no attacks. Not another branch walker, yeah. This deck's just a little too fast for us. It's unfortunate. We will go ahead and block the Jade Light Ranger so we can mitigate it to 5. Maybe there's a Vein Hulk, we'll get a Fire Prophecy or something. No, nope. That's unfortunate. Well, I came here to destroy lands, so that's what I'm gonna do. If nothing else, I'm going to go out denying resources, even as I die. And then I'm going to play this as a land. Yeah, good game. Alright, this is where I die. So yeah, super fast, aggressive decks, not a good matchup. Oh yeah? Is that your commentary? Silly kid. Alright, let's do another one. Lysander. Let's see. We have 2 lands. If we can draw into our 3rd land by turn 3, we should be set. I don't like gambling on that, but we're gonna go ahead and try it anyway. Keeping sketchy hands is bad, but since when do I pay attention to logic? I think they mulled 3 times, so I think we're already at a pretty decent advantage. Then again, wow! Sucks for you, dude. And when your entire game is about to be me shutting down your ability to play, this is going to be very straightforward, and it's not going to be pleasant. Perfect. Alright, let's make him miserable. Alright, cool. So we've already destroyed one land, and we keep destroying them all the way through. Yep, there's another one. So we'll demolish that. It's only a matter of time really quick. Extreme resource denial when you're already behind is absolutely detrimental. Okay, so I'm going to assume they still don't have anything relevant to play, so for now, Tectonic Rift the Islands. I mean, if they still haven't played anything off of one forest, I'm going to assume that they can't play anything off of one forest. And now they have two forests. Okay. Now we are, unfortunately, a tad bit out of options, so we're just going to play Kaza. And attack. I think we're far enough ahead we could possibly lock this up. I might even just, like, cast Narumea. Alright, cool. Resolve. Labyrinth of Scophos. Oh, it's a bad Mazabeth. Cool. Okay, League Guild Mage it is. Next, I'll attack. Yeah, I think we might be able to just finish them off with wizards. They're pretty far behind at this point, so... Is this like a gate deck? Like a bad gate deck? Or at least a gate deck that's not winning yet. Cool. And I'm pretty sure this is our finale. Exactly 8 points of damage. Alright! Shut them down early, and then win. With some wizardness. Alright, well those have all been really fast games, so I think we can go ahead and do just one more. Why, Rick? I don't know, Rick. Why? Alright, so we got Guild Mage, Tectonic Rift, Mountain Island. We don't have anything that discounts our stuff, which means these will come down way too late unless we get a super lucky draw. And I'm not ready to make that risk, or take that risk, so this is going to be a solid maul. Yeah, that's right. We're going to maul, huh, Miles? I gotta upgrade these lands. These are not nice lands. Alright, mulligan. Alright, this time we have nothing we need. Oh, goodness. At this point, I just don't want to keep mulling, so I'm just gonna... Yeah. Oh, fudge. Okay, okay, think early game here, so... I think River's Rebuke, unfortunately, is gonna have to go back, even though that could potentially save her life later. Lundy's Vision is our best chance of getting more spells. And Demolish is what this deck is supposed to do. Fire Prophecy can remove other game stuff. Yeah, this is just gonna go badly, I think, no matter what I do. I'll put the Guild Mage back. Both the plus and the downside is that I'm going second. The plus is that I get to draw another card. The downside is it's just going to take that much more time to get somewhere. So we'll just go ahead and Fabled Passage end the turn. I think we can get an island with this. And then at the very least turn 3 we can play Lundy Vision. I don't know exactly how much it's going to help us though. Griffin Area. I really ought to consider getting some type of like enchantment removal. for this deck, but I'm not entirely sure what's available in the blue and red. What did I say? We need an island, that's right. Okay, cool. So we have another land. That helps a lot. I still think what we're gonna do is put a mountain down, and then if a creature ends up on the battlefield next turn, we can play Fire Prophecy, maybe put the Field of Ruin back. We'll see what happens. Because we really need a discounter. Okay, that's something we can kill, so let's kill it. I'm gonna put the Field of Ruin back. Probably the wrong move. Nope, right move. Sweet. Okay, check it out, Kaza. It's gonna be a Electromancer this turn. Put the Steam Vents down tapped. And then we'll see what happens. We have one land removal, and we have the ability to possibly go get a second or possibly a third. Depending on how limited they are in mana, we might still be able to pull ahead here. But if I'm being entirely honest, I doubt it. But we can destroy one land this turn, so we're going to do that. Demolish a plains. Next, no attacks, enter. Alright. Let's see if we can get ourselves out of this one. Is that funny? What's funny, Miles? Alright. They're thinking. They're probably thinking, oh my goodness, I can't believe this guy just destroyed a plains. They still technically have a major advantage. Especially after playing that. Cool, chart of course. That's going to help a little bit. With that in mind, I will attack with Goblin Electromancer. Then tap the silence, play Chart of Course, because I'm hoping for another land. Okay, not technically what I meant, but actually the Vulcan Awakening is going to help a lot. I'm going to go ahead and dump this entire hand back into the deck and open up, and cool, okay, cool. Play Steam Vents, Chart of Course. We have a River's Rebuke, so that'll probably help next turn. And now we just end. Okay, they have another island. That's not good. And another Angel of Vitality. Alright. Oh no. Well, it's not terrible yet. We can work with this. Okay. Okay, cool. Fabled Passage, that helps a little bit. I think we'll use this to go get an island. Yeah, definitely go get an island. Now, here's what I want to do. I want to destroy a land and bounce everything that they have on the field back to their hand. Kaza will allow me to discount one spell by 2 points. Or by 2 mana. If I play the Goblin Electromancer first, it won't help enough. At least I don't think so. But what I could do, play the Goblin Electromancer. Okay. And then, yeah, we'll discount these anyway. I'll play a... Oh, I can do it. Cool. So I'll play Demolish, destroy a plains. No, I can't. Never mind. Destroy another plains. No attacks. I'm going to have to take a lot of damage next turn. But after that, I can play River's Rebuke and send everything that they have back to their hand. And since it's going to take a while for them to be able to play Angel Vitality, they're most likely not going to be able to do anything for a little while. Which will leave us a nice hefty opening to just straight up womp them. Okay, well, we're probably going to have to 1-for-1 the Valakut Awakening because we really cannot afford to not get in that River's Rebuke. That didn't really help, but it does give us the ability to continue assaulting our opponents. That's the most frustrating part about this deck, is since none of the creatures really do a ton of damage unless Narumeha is on the battlefield, it can be a bit of a slow burn. Granted, I've set them back tremendously. Or, at least I thought I did. Oh cool, Celendy Vision. We might be able to destroy another land. That'll keep them from playing the Angels. Alright. Tectonic Rift right there. And there's no point in getting extra discounts off at this time, so we will just destroy a land, move to combat, and do some damage. Okay, did not stop them from playing another Angel. And this is about the time that I wish we had another River's Rebuke. So, on the plus side though, we might be able to bait them into just killing their own Angel. Nope. Alright, well we got damage, so that's something. I'm going to keep the Fabled Passage in case I get another Valakut's Awakening, but I don't think... Oh, well we've put 2 in. That's a stupid card. Not doing anything yet. Okay, cool. Hey, that's what I was looking for. Valakut Awakening. Put the Fabled Passage back. Draw 2 cards. Not helpful. Expansion Explosion. Would not... Well, let's see here. If I put a mountain down, discount it by 3 because of the wizards, then... Well, it only does 3 damage, but I also get to draw 3 cards. That's decent. I can deal with that. 1, 2, 3... target the creature, target the player... Oh, hold up. I did this in the wrong order. Activate the ability. Now we cast it. Alright. Creature, person. Not bad. I would have liked much different cards than that, but if nothing else, I can Expansion Explosion one more time. Specifically the explosion part. Another Angel of Vitality. Okay, let's see. If I put in the Goblin Electromancer down, that gives us... Oh, I forgot to keep in mind the Electromancer's discount. So if I put that in, then I would essentially still only be able to do the exact same thing. That's not necessarily bad, though. So yeah, we'll put the Electromancer down. We still want to land wreck. That's the big thing right now. And let's see, we can go down X for 5. It's either that or we do Celendy Vision. Nah. We'll go ahead, I don't know, X for 6. I think we'll do 6 to the face this time, though. Just because we're really trying to get there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pay 6. Target the player. This player draws cards. That was insane. This Seagate Restoration is now going to be a land. I'll pay 3 life for it. Next, attack with the Goblin Electromancer in the hopes of bait. Next, and then we will cast Chart a Course. Oh wait, I should have done Celendy Vision instead. Oh well. What is very discardable right now? Probably Kaza. I think we might be able to close this, if nothing else, on accident. Because we just drew Narumeha, which means we can just boost everything. Still, again, I came here to destroy lands, and destroy lands I shall. So destroy that, cast Naru Meha, copy it, destroy another one. And then after that, I just, yep. I was gonna say I win on the grounds of Wizard Tribal does stuff, and then I actually just win on the grounds of my opponent got too frustrated with me and quit. Which is the goal. Alright, I think that's enough land destruction. It's an amusing deck. This is actually the best luck I've had with it. I frequently don't do super well with it. As a matter of fact, while I was still trying to build it, I took about twice, not twice as many, about, it was like 50-50 loss win. So that's actually the best I've done with that deck. And I think it's mostly because I finally figured out how to maintain my mulligans. Which, speaking of which, going down to 5, not having any of the pieces and still coming out on top, that was sweet. But anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Just a quick heads up. I'm going to start moving into other games other than Magic, and I know I haven't seen the Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon stuff for a while. But I'm gaming on PC now, so I might as well try out some other stuff, especially since, as much as I love card games, I like war games more. And I, about a month ago, got a hold of a copy of Total War Troy. And as I'm getting used to playing Total War games, I'm finding I'm really enjoying them. So I'm most likely going to do that one. And then in the future, if I pick up something like 40k or whatever, probably do that as well. Because like I said, I love war games. Almost as much as I love card games. Or maybe even possibly more. So yeah, that's about that. That's about it. And thanks for watching.